What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So one of the most common questions I've been getting the last couple weeks, actually it's showed up a couple times, is a lot of people want to update on the SoftShell jacket that I got. This is the one that came to me from China. It's like a $25, $30 jacket that I got from China. And I was going through a full stage. I was giving my own personal review. I was testing it out. And a lot of people are looking for updates. So after a couple of months, I think it's a good time to bring you guys an update. So let's get started. If you guys recall, when I bought this, I was looking for a good quality SoftShell jacket. I was looking for a regular jacket, so my old one was faded. And I saw one of these, and I was kind of iffy about it because it's kind of a tactical jacket. I'm not a big fan of going the tactical ways. I like kind of more having a gray man mentality. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I want to test one of these jackets out and see what it is. So I looked online. I think I went on Amazon, I believe it was, and I found some jackets. I'm like, whoa, these are like $20, $30, and they're the same type of jacket compared to these $100 jackets. And I looked at it, and they're unwritten, no name brand. There's no tag that says name brand or anything like that. It's just made in China. There's no name brand on it or anything like that. So I figured, what the heck? I'll give it a try and let the average Joe know what I think of this jacket. So here it is. So this is a SoftShell jacket, no name brand, from China. All right. So a lot of people have been asking about it and what I think of it. So I'll get started to it. So there's the good things and the bad things. Now, it's a good jacket. All right. I'm telling you, it's a pretty good jacket. There's a couple things that bother me about it, but other than that, it's a really, really good jacket. Right here, like I said, it is water resistant. It is very water resistant. If you guys have seen my shooting videos, you actually see me wearing this jacket in the rain because it rains a lot out here and snows out here and stuff like that. And it's pretty much soaked in a lot of the videos I was doing because it's been kind of a rainy kind of winter so far. But it's been pretty soaked, and it keeps me dry. All right, it does keep me dry. It definitely keeps you dry. So water resistant, it is a plus. This is a very, very, very water resistance jacket, which is awesome. I mean, I just don't get wet. My legs get wet, but my upper body doesn't get wet. Now, one downside though is that, like I said, it may be water resistant. It does have that fleece lining, but this isn't the thickest fleece lining. All right, this is not the thickest fleece lining. This is more like a field jacket. All right, this is something that you're gonna want when you're out in the field or something like that. I wouldn't recommend this for everyday kind of use if you're, especially in like winter months like this, unless you want to, unless you have temperatures that are kind of moderate, like I don't know, desert temperatures or something like that, where it gets cool but doesn't get freezing cold and stuff like that. Now this, like I said, it's okay in the winter if you have multiple warming layers underneath of it. That means a thermal shirt and a fleece, or a thermal shirt and a sweatshirt that I'm wearing underneath of this, and like a long sleeve shirt too. And then it'll keep you warm. So in a lot of the videos you'll see me, it looks really big and bulky because I literally have multiple warming layers underneath just to keep me warm. So this jacket by itself will not keep you warm enough in really cold temperatures. It just won't. Like I said, this is more of a field jacket. It's something you wear warming layers underneath of it. It keeps the elements off you. It breaks the wind. It does break the wind pretty well. Keeps the elements off you. It helps break the wind a little bit. But if you're going to be in really, really cold temperatures, you're still going to want warming layers underneath of you. So that's one thing I keep in mind when you get these jackets. One thing that I said is I probably won't tactical it out by getting patches, but I couldn't help myself because I got a tactical jacket, so I had to get tactical patches. So the first patch I got was right here. This is an American flag. It's actually like a neoprene patch. I kind of like it, kind of cheap. But it is an American flag on one side and my unit right here, 1st Battalion, 7th Marines. This is 1st Marine Division right there, Guadalcanal. All right, that's how my unit was sworn. So that's kind of a cool looking patch. So I got that one because that's kind of cool. If you take a look, you have the MARPAT. That is a green MARPAT. That's a Marine Corps camouflage pattern underneath it. And then I couldn't help myself, guys. I like Sasquatch. What can I say? I love that look. I mean, it's got Sasquatch and crossed stairs, and yeah, I had to get it. So I had to get it. But anyway, so I got my tactical patches. So I have tactical patches and a tactical jacket. All right. For the most part, I only wear it shooting. But anyway, so moving on. So I got my tactical patches. Now we're going to talk about the pockets. All right. So the pockets are like this. So I'll zip it up so you can see it here. So oh yeah, one thing too. These right here, you can zip them and unzip them just like a field jacket. If it gets too hot, you open this up and it exposes your armpits and helps vent a little bit, get all the heat out and all that nasty stuff out. So on both sides, so that is nice. But if you don't have long sleeves, it's a little like right now, wear a t-shirt underneath it scratches your arms a little bit. So you don't want like long sleeves over, or at least sleeves that cover that section of it. So they have those on it. They also have these tags. I see all these tags everywhere. So these are for put up on here. You actually reach in these front pockets, and you have these right here, and these will pull it down tight. what you do is you pull that down tight to where you want it to do. You hold these, and then up here, if you take a look right under here, you have these, and then you adjust them to how you want the hood. So if I wanted it tight like this, especially in colder temperatures, and you adjust this to how you want the hood, and then you would release those, zip this up, and it holds it tight to your head. All right, and this is pretty high, so it's pretty high. It protects you. If you wear like beard stuff like me, you put like beard balm in it, this gets a little bit nasty, but it does protect your neck. It does keep the wind off your neck. So to loosen it up, all you got to do if you want to loosen that hood back up again is you take these tags out just like this, and you loosen them. All right, and that's how you loosen up the hood. All right, and they also have Velcro on the hood. So if you want to fold this up, take a look in the back here. It's designed so you can fold it up, put it in the back, but it's just bulky. If it had a zip collar, I'd have no problem with that. I just leave the hood open. I just leave the hood open. So, but they do have those Velcro patches. If you want to fold this up, it makes it a little thicker around your neck, and it makes it a little bit bulky, but it takes the hood off you. Now, there's a couple issues that I've had with this jacket. There's a couple issues, so I'm going to get to one of them. One issue is this pocket right here, okay? This pocket right here. At first, when I got this jacket, I figured this pocket would be great for like a set of earplugs when I out shoot, because I shoot a lot. I do shoot a lot. And if I ever forgot my ear protection, my big old bulky ear protections, I want little extras that are in there that I can just throw into my ear real quick. But the problem is that's what I thought, and I actually started putting ear protection in there until I realized, like, why is everything falling out of my pocket? Hold on, get it here. Why is everything falling out of the pocket? And the reason is look at that. There's a hole that's designed in the sleeve. This is designed with like a tactical secret service type of deal, going up. I looked up the jacket, and they show some dude with sunglasses with a pretend radio going up to his ear that goes in that. That's like what it's designed for. It defeats the entire freaking purpose of this pocket. You put anything in here, it falls out. I go out at night. I was actually I had a flashlight I was gonna be putting in there too when I take my dog out at night. I put it in there, and then it started falling out. I'm like, what the heck? And then then I put the earplugs, and it started falling out. And then I realized that there's a freaking hole in it. All right, so it's designed for a radio. All right, for a concealed radio, or whatever you want to say. This pocket is pretty much worthless. It is pretty much worthless when it comes to my everyday use. So that bothers me a little bit about it. These pockets are great. I've been usually putting my phone up in here, and I'll put like paperwork or whatever I need or something like that in there, and it keeps whatever in there dry, so that is good. So that is definitely good. Now in this pocket I keep my backup, and I keep a backup clock mag. This is Golden Saber. This is 147 grain Golden Saber. So I keep a backup mag in here. This I just put like keys in or stuff like this. Now these pockets are also high, all right, which I have no problem with. It's kind of like field pockets. Military guys, we're used to when it gets cold, we put our hands under our kit, under our field jackets, or under our flak jackets. And this is about the same height as that. When you put them in there, you just let it, and it keeps it warm, keeps them warming at your body. So these are higher pockets. There's no pockets down here. There's no pockets down here. Now this is what ticks me off. All right? This is one pet peeve that I've had with this jacket. All right. So this also has game pockets. All right, game pouches. Now, what a game pouch is, those people don't know what it is. A game pouch is on the very back, okay? Right here, on the very back, you have this there. So they call it game pouch. You throw like a duck in here after you shot it or something like that. The problem that I've had with this is this one right here. Within a week of me wearing this one I will zip it up, and within a week it comes undone from here. All right, it comes undone from there, so this zipper doesn't work very well. Right now it happens to be zipped, but within a couple days that'll be opened right up, and that'll be a problem. Now this one started doing the same thing. All right, this one started doing the same thing, and you notice there's no more zipper on it. And what happened is doing the same thing when I was walking in from the grocery store. And what I usually keep in here, I usually keep warming layers. So I'll keep my neck gaiter, I'll keep a beanie in there, I'll keep my gloves in there. But this came undone when I was coming back from the grocery store, and I walked in the house, and it caught in my doorway and ripped part of the zipper. So I just pulled the whole zipper off because I couldn't do anything with it anymore. So that's one thing that bothers me. So I know this is unbranded from overseas, but geez, put some time and effort into your back pockets, please. It just bothers me. It's one of those things that bothers me. So just keep that in mind. Those zippers aren't exactly the best in the back. Now, the final thing I'm going to talk about this jacket is, actually there's two things I'm going to talk about. These are two final things about it. Is for a concealed carrier, I carry strong side most of the time. 90% of the time I carry strong side. And when I carry strong side, this is not a good jacket for strong side inside the waistband carry, actually outside the waistband carry either. And the reason behind that, if you're doing strong side, is because if you look down here, this one, you still see it, right down here. They have this tag here, all right, this adjustment right here. That's designed for if it gets too cold, you tighten the bottom of the jacket. You tighten the bottom of the jacket so it pulls it closer to your body. The problem is that where they're located for strong side carry, your sights constantly get hooked on that non-stop, and it's a stretchy thing. I don't know how many times I've tried. I clear the cover gun, pull my pistol out, or it's usually zipped like this because usually I'm out there. I fight how I train. And if I'm going to be outside in the cold, my jacket's going to be zipped up. So I'm going to grab my gun like this, and what'll happen is I'll pull it up, and when I pull it up, it gets caught on that tag when it comes up. My sights get caught on it, and I have to jerk my gun up in order to get that. It got to the point where it's really starting to bother me, and I don't like having tags or anything like, especially when carrying a striker fire gun. Not a good idea. So what I did is on the right side, because this is my strong side, I cut those things out. I just took my knife to them, took my Gerber to them, and cut the heck out of them right there. You see that tag? I cut that one out. So they're in a really bad location for strong side carry. Now, the assist jacket would be great for appendix carry. Great for appendix carry, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So watch. I'll zip it back up here. I'm not going to adjust the camera. It's on a different tripod. So I adjust the top lever up, but there's two zippers on it. So I adjust this one up, and now I'm going to open up this one on the bottom. Look at that. I can zip this one all the way up. So what that means is when you adjust it, right? Is when you're carrying it, you'd open it just enough so it opens up the bottom enough that it's really easy to get to your gun if you're doing appendix carry. I mean, it helps a little bit when you're doing strong side. It helps a little bit because it allows you to pull the side flaps up like this. But you're walking around with like a V tie type of thing, and it's weird. So for appendix carry, I think it's a good way to go because you can leave it a little bit loose, and it just helps when you actually clear the cover garment. So that is one good thing about it. But strong side carry, if you're like me and you carry strong side carry most of the time, you're going to want to cut those tags out. You're going to want to cut those adjustment tags out and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. So that's a couple bad things that were, a couple bad things. Like I said, you have that thrust. The front is good. It is good. It does help a little bit if you zip it up. But if you're carrying strong side, get rid of those damn tags, especially if you're carrying like a striker fire gun. For example, there's a police chief that walked into a pawn shop. He was looking at a Glock. He had a Glock 23 with a service gun. First of all, never take a loaded gun out when you're actually looking to buy a gun. He held his Glock 23 and he was comparing it to another gun that he saw at the pawn shop. Then he put it back in his holster, and he had a fleece on that had tags just like that. The tag got into the actual trigger guard. He didn't realize it when he put it back in the holster. And then he felt a tug on his shirt, so he pulled it up, and that tag, those adjustment tags, got stuck in the trigger guard. Boom, shot him in the leg. So if you're carrying strong side, cut those tags out. All right, just 100% just cut those tags out. I mean, next to that, guys, it is a great jacket. It is a great jacket. For the price, it's pretty good. Like I said, a couple of the bad sizes, pocket doesn't do a damn thing for you. The ones back here, unless you want a radio, unless you're fancy like that, or you have an iPod or something like that. The game pockets and zippers are kind of crap. All right, at least the ones in this jacket were kind of crap. So me, I like it for gloves because you just put your gloves back there and your warming layers back there. But both my zippers are pretty much busted and they got hooked on a door and one ripped off. So that's one negative side to this. I mean, next to that, guys, this is a great jacket. It's a really good way to go. If you're looking for an affordable soft shell jacket and you don't mind having crap zippers in the back, and if you carry strong side like me, like I said, you don't want to cut those tags out and stuff like that. Next to that, I mean, everything else, the jacket's great. I mean, it really is. It's great. If you have warming layers underneath, it works just fine. And standard temperatures, if it's like 40, you'll be no problem with this. There may be high 30s and stuff like that, maybe mid 30s. You'll be fine wearing nothing but this jacket as long as you're warm enough underneath. If you're wearing a t-shirt, like I said, these little things are a little uncomfortable, but they're all right. They work pretty good. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me. And remember, guys, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.